Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience, start to finish. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer received their electric bike and has been thoroughly enjoying the ride ever since. Despite never being much of a bike rider before, they found this little beast offers the best of both worlds. The impressive power and speed give our reviewer a solid sense of confidence on roads with speed limits up to 40 mph, though they found that anything faster felt a bit too intense. They recount a particularly memorable 20-mile ride through a major city, which they absolutely loved and described as a great memory. For anyone considering this e-bike, our client offers some practical advice. First, definitely get some tire sealant, because trying to push this machine with a flat rear tire would be no fun at all. A rear view mirror might also be a worthwhile addition for extra peace of mind. It's important to understand that this is a substantial piece of equipment. Weighing in at nearly 90 pounds, it demands respect and took some getting used to. The reviewer mentions it was heavy enough to pull them off balance a couple of times at first. It's truly a machine for mature adults. A clever tip they shared was to take close-up photos of the frame's welds, which can act as unique fingerprints in case the bike is ever stolen. Initially, the experience was great, but it only got better over time. After putting several hundred miles on it, the reviewer felt it truly earned a top rating. One final thoughtful feature they discovered was with the charger. While it gets quite warm during charging, which is normal, it completely stops drawing power and cools down to the touch once the battery is full. This automatic shut-off feature was the final detail that confirmed for our reviewer that they had a very well-thought-out product from a great company.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer, an experienced electric bike owner on their third model, has had quite a journey with this particular electric bike. The initial impression after the first few hundred miles was one of absolute love for the machine's impressive power. While it's a very well-built machine, our reviewer noted some obvious cost-cutting measures, with the most concerning being the low placement of the rear motor controller on the frame. This made them conclude it wasn't a true off-road vehicle, but it excelled as a street cruiser, feeling more like a motorcycle. After logging over 1,000 miles, a significant change was made by swapping the stock tires for street-specific ones. This upgrade made a world of difference, eliminating the loud, truck-like road noise and resulting in a smoother, quicker acceleration to top speed, along with a noticeable improvement in battery life. The client also made comfort adjustments, like raising the handlebars, and found the bike size made for much more comfortable starting and stopping in city traffic. Their enjoyment grew to the point they were making up excuses just to go for a ride, feeling much safer keeping up with traffic than on their previous, slower models. Long-term ownership brought new lessons. The cold weather definitely impacted performance and battery range, teaching our reviewer to bring the battery inside for charging. Regular maintenance checks on bolts revealed a solid build, as none had loosened over time. A flat tire also taught them that it was easier to simply replace the tube, so they now keep a spare handy. The most significant test came after 2,600 miles when the rear motor became very loud and then failed completely. However, the company's technical support proved to be a huge help. After a video diagnosis, they sent a full set of replacement parts, including controllers, wiring, and a throttle. While the shipping from overseas took a very long time, the new components worked.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer has had quite a bit of experience with electric mobility lately, having tried several different electric bikes and scooters recently, but this particular model truly stands out as the best buying experience yet. Our reviewer was very pleased with the quick delivery, receiving the bike just 5 days after placing the order. Assembly took about 2 hours from start to finish. This included the thorough task of cutting open the box, removing all the protective packaging and zip ties, and then piecing the bike together. Conveniently, the battery arrived with an 80% charge, allowing for a quick start after assembly was complete. The package also included some useful accessories, a standard tire pump, a decent bike lock, and a sturdy, heavy-duty rear rack, which was a definite plus. The only minor letdown was the somewhat cheap and bulky handlebar phone case, but that's a small detail. Performance-wise, this electric bike is remarkably fast. Straight out of the box, it comfortably reaches speeds of 31-32 mph. For those seeking even more thrill, removing the speed limitations in the settings can push it to an exhilarating 38-40 mph, though our reviewer noted this speed felt almost too fast for comfortable riding. As expected with most electric bikes, sustained full throttle with both motors engaged will reduce the range to about 20-25 miles. However, by engaging in some pedaling and utilizing just a single motor, this client found it easy to achieve an impressive 80 miles on a single charge. The fat, knobby tires are excellent for off-road adventures, effortlessly tackling gravel, grass, and even ATV-type dirt trails. Beyond its performance, this bike is genuinely fun to ride. Its sharp, stylish appearance consistently turns heads and garners compliments. A particularly notable feature is the headlight, which is incredibly bright, almost comparable to a car's high beam. One minor omission our reviewer noted was the lack of turn signals. However, the manuf.
That's a wrap. If you enjoyed this, drop a like and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Let's chat in the comments. See you in the next one.